Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium at Uptown Charlotte. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Carolina Panthers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Another run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Panthers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Yeah, well, the out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Through the middle of the field, and he's on the way down to the 6-yard line. 46 yards on the play.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Yellow, blue.
They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Okay,
and the
ready?
ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Two and now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. To match up to him.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Sliding out of the pocket. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Tua to throw again. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Now Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it's second down.
Down. Drill green. Fierce yellow. Ready.
Young to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slide 2. 6. Madden.
Young to throw it. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be Young again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
White. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up on second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, set.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Steel, black. Black ultra. Cut.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tua now on first down. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Tua going to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First down, Las Vegas.
Here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That is taken in by Hurst. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Young going to get this complete meanwhile to Sanders. And he's caught getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Real green. You, yellow. Light blue.
Throwing, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Set.
They'll throw again. Young. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Hut, hut.
They'll play fake. Now Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Running right, here's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Young will set to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Here's A.J. Cole down as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Blaster, six. Green jack. Hut, hut.
A first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That throw by Young incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Black shot. Set, hut.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to...
Set, hut. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Blue strike. Right, white.
Now Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now here's Young. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Black ultra. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy that can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here is Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to his right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Young being chased out left. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys certainly what their intention is. I'm sure they're showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. The Young keeps it moving right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Slide 2.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing Tua. A little short pass. This is Everett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll come up now on second down. Tua. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Here's Tua. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Tua to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. He's got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tua. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
I'm going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
at their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go team. Set hunt.
Young. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete. 4 quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on the offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's hit. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing, Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Green jack.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Black shot. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Sliding out of the pocket. And now another one thrown incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you can almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Able to find Jones. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Tua. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And they'll accept that penalty. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Threw it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal.